Yeah, so remember in my last video how I was like, I'm back to making daily videos? Yeah, I meant from today. Duh. Anyway, jokes aside, I'm back this time for good, and we're back to regular uploads. I mean, there hasn't been too much news recently, so I thought I'd just chill out for a bit, but there's a lot of new stuff like VMAX Climax now, so let's talk about that today. I know a lot of people have been waiting for the 1k giveaway. Don't worry, it's still happening. I just need to make a few videos so people can actually have a chance to enter into the giveaway, so we can have the giveaway live stream in about a week from now. I'm not sure when is the best time to stream it, so I'll probably put up a poll so you guys can let me know when is the best time, and I'll announce the exact date and time very soon in both my videos and on my socials, so go follow me there. But remember, all you have to do for a chance to win $1,000 is like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a nice comment. So in a week from now, when I live stream the giveaway, I can actually pick your comment live. That's it. That's how easy it is to enter. Each of my socials you follow is also a bonus entry into the giveaway, so click the links in my description for extra chances. Alright, without any further ado, let's talk about why you absolutely must not buy VMAX Climax yet. I don't actually have a box of the set yet because all my orders in Australia have been super delayed. I mean, I literally just got the Celebrations Ultra Premium collection like 2 months late, and I'm obviously a little bit behind on a bunch of products, so I'll try and catch up on all of those soon. I just didn't want to pay scalper prices just to get stuff in early because I feel supporting that behavior only enables it. But in this video, I just wanted to do a quick review of VMAX Climax now that it's out, and talk about why you should be very careful and patient before overspending on this set. So I won't go through all the regular cards because they're mostly reprints and pretty boring stuff, but let's focus on all the character rares and secret rares. There's quite a lot of them, so I'll try to quickly give my thoughts on them and then my thoughts on the set in general. But I'll probably do a more detailed tier list video of every secret rare soon. And then later in this video, I'll tell you why you shouldn't buy anything from VMAX Climax just yet. Okay, so I know this set has been out for a little bit already, but I was working on this video a few days ago. There were some technical difficulties, but anyway, here we are. I still wanted to give my thoughts on the set and a little review of all the cards. So first up, we've obviously got a beautiful illustration by none other than Mitsuhiro Rita himself, obviously an icon, a legend in the Pokemon card art community. So I mean, he's done another great job on this Abomasnow. Then we've got a Flappy. Love this card. Beautifully done. Next up, we've got Leon's Charizard, which, I mean, when I first saw this card, it absolutely blew me away. I think this is, one of my favorite cards in the set. Really, really beautiful card. And obviously, it's got a Charizard, going to be super popular. But I think, thankfully, this card's not even that expensive. I think I've seen it go for as little as like 15, 20 bucks, which is pretty good. Like, I mean, for a card like this in any other set, you would think it would be going for like 100 minimum, right? Probably more. So it's good that the character rares are quite reasonable in this. And that's another thing that I'm trying to tell you guys. I mean, yeah, these cards are beautiful. Another beautiful Flareon card artwork. But yeah, they're going to be quite easy to get your hands on because there's just so many out there. There's so many character rares and there's so much of this set out there, like similar to Celebrations, I want to say, where even though there are some great, bangers, we'll say, or hit cards, there's just so many of them out there that they're quite easy to get your hands on. This Vaporeon is probably one of my favorite card artworks in the whole set. Absolutely love this. Vaporeon is my favorite evolution as well. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a chase card for me, even though, once again, not that expensive. I think it's going for about $15, $10, $15. Another really nice Kingdra artwork. The Squid from Squid Game making his appearance again. We saw this one a long time ago, but I mean, still a nice card. Frostmith. Jolteon looks very, very nice as well. But yeah, not as favorite of mine as the Vaporeon. Fluffy, this one we saw a while back as well. These were some of the initial releases, same as the Zekrom. And I remember when we first saw this Zekrom, I was like, I don't know how the rest of the set is going to top this. And I mean, there are some other cards I would say that are, on a similar level to this, but this definitely still remains one of the best cards in the set. Like, even this Gardevoir, I think, is a great card, but like, if this was in any other set, I would be like, yeah, that's a great card. But, like, relatively speaking, if you compare it to some of the other cards, yeah, I guess you might say this is a weaker one, maybe. Then again, I mean, it's not even that bad. Same as this, like, Bennett, it's a good card. It's not amazing, but, it's a nice character. We got a really nice artwork of Dusknoir. I know I'm kind of just rushing through these, but, I mean, there's just too many. Malamar. This card actually looks really cool as well. But, there's just way too many cards in this set. If I gave a full review of each one, this would be, like, a 3-hour-long video, which, who knows? I mean, the tier list might be very long as well. This Denny card I absolutely love. I think what makes this stand out just a little bit more than some of the other ones is just the color. Like, there's so many just colorful colors. I know that sounds silly, but yeah, it's a colorful card. I like it. All right, what can I say? Next up, we got the Alchemy, which we saw a while back as well. Another really nice artwork, very nicely done, very cute card. We've got a beautiful Rockruff card as well, super cute. Really love this one. Next up, we've got Kung Fu Panda. I really like this one as well. I think it's similar to kind of the vibe of the inteleon from Battle Styles, if you guys remember that. I like how, he's actually training with his trainer. I think that's really cool. I don't know. Cute Phalanx card, I guess nothing too special there. Next up, we got a leak from the new Spider-Man movie. Speaking of which, I just saw that yesterday. Opening night, what an absolutely incredible experience. If you guys haven't seen that movie, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil it, but go watch it now. I think you'll really enjoy it. And if you have seen it, I hope there's no spoilers in the comments, but try and just let me know what you thought. Or you can DM me on my socials or something. I need more people to talk to about this movie because, wow. There's a really cool Houndoom card. Next up, we've got a really cool Galarian Obstagoon. I really like this one because I just feel like the colors match really nicely of both the Pokemon and the trainer. Just aesthetically, it just looks very pleasing. And next up, we've got a Bronzong. I actually really like this card as well. It's super unique. You've got obviously the colored Bronzong and the trainer, but the background is all like the black and white sketch that's done, before the card is colored in. And I think that's really interesting what they've done there. And it even makes me think it would be really interesting if there was not a whole set. Obviously, they would never do that, but maybe a small subset or just, a few more of these cards that we saw in the future where they did something like this, where the Pokemon and the trainer is colored and the background is black and white, or even some cards where you just see the black and white. It's just the original sketch before it's colored. I think they could do some really interesting stuff with that. There's a really nice Druddigon card. I really like the hand painted kind of aesthetic that they've gone with on this. Really nice. Bill's Eevee we saw ages ago, but from right at the beginning when we saw this was one of my favorites. Really love this one. We've got a cast form in a classroom. Not sure where I was going with that, but anyway, you know what would have been interesting though? Wouldn't it have been cool if the trainer, instead of drawing random symbols on a classroom, they were doing a weather report as a news anchor, and then the cast form was next to it? Would that be cool, right? Do you guys know what I'm saying? The weather report? Anyway. And finally, to wrap up the character rares, we've got one of my favorite cards, the Hippie Monkey. Okay, so for the first of the character super rares, we've got Kricketune. This is probably one of the weaker ones, but even then, it's a pretty nice card. I don't even mind it, honestly. And then we've got Orbeetle, which I think looks much better. And then Orbeetle VMAX looks absolutely incredible. Beautiful card, and I love when they actually do this with the VMAX cards, where you actually get an idea for the scale of the card, and they have all these little Easter eggs throughout the card. If you look around, there's a cow down there. We've also got Blaziken V, which is still one of my favorite cards from the set. The Blaziken in motion, it looks absolutely incredible. I wish they did more cards like this. Really, really good. And the Blaziken VMAX has very quickly become one of my favorite cards in this set as well. I just love May hanging on for dear life onto this giant Blaziken that's just, running through the city. Absolutely beautiful card. I love this. And then there's an awesome Centiskorch V card. And then the Centiskorch VMAX is a bit strange, but it's cool, I guess. He's just walking on it like a path. The Ice Rider Calyrex looks like it's kind of just straight out of Chilling Reign, but there's nothing wrong with that because some of the alternate art cards in Chilling Reign were great, and this is another example of those. A really, really, really nice card. And the VMAX is absolutely stunning as well. Love this card. And next up, we have probably one of the biggest hitters from the entire set. People were going crazy about this when it got released, and I still am going crazy about this. An absolutely beautiful Pikachu and Red card. This is definitely one of my favorites from the set. Love Pikachu, love Red, beautiful card. And then there's obviously the VMAX, which, there's not really too much I still have to say about this. It speaks for itself. Amazing. There's a really cool Zero Aura card, a really cool Boltund, and a really cool Morpeko V Union card. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about V Union cards being in the actual sets, not as promo cards. I'm gonna have to actually open it up and see how that whole thing feels, but interesting nonetheless. I'm kind of rushing through this because there's just so many. I don't know how we're gonna I don't know how there's so many. I feel like I've been going for ages and there's still so many left, but beautiful Galarian Articuno. Sylveon, this card is absolutely stunning, and the Sylveon VMAX is also very beautiful. I think it looks, there's something a little bit off about it. It looks a bit weird, but still pretty cool. Mimikyu has very quickly become a fan favorite Pokemon, and the Mimikyu and Acerola cards have been super popular among fans, so I think people are going to absolutely love this one, as well as the VMAX version. This card is absolutely stunning. Naoki Saito is a great artist, one of my favorites, and the way he does his artworks is really nice as well. Beautiful card. Then we got Shadow Rider Calyrex and Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, which absolutely look beautiful as well. They look very similar to the Chilling Reign ones, but I don't care. It looks great. There's obviously Galarian Zapdos, which looks pretty cool. Not as good as Roadrunner, but pretty cool. We've got some more scenes out of Kung Fu Panda 4. These look pretty cool. Not too bad, not too shabby. And then we've obviously got Galarian Moltres, which looks really cool. For some reason, it's attacking its trainer. I don't know what's going on there, but interesting. Umbreon is obviously another fan fave. Really nice V card, and the VMAX card is super cool as well. Umbreon looks like it's the size of a building, but then the trainer looks really big as well in comparison then, right? Is that trainer the size of a car? We've got a cool Eternatus V card, Rose doing the one pose that he knows how to do. Never mind, Mitsuhiro Rito was like, no, he's done too much of that pose, let's give him another menacing pose. Really cool card though. Corviknight V is really cool as well. It's like standing on the taxi, and then when it evolves, it's flying the taxi around. So super cool little detail there. And then this Zacian card is definitely one of my favorites from this whole set. I mean, I don't know why. It just looks super cool how he's like handing his sword to Hop. I think that's what he's doing. Really cool. I really like that. The Zamazenta, on the other hand, I mean, I think it looks really cool, but it doesn't really fit the theme of the Zacian, so not sure what they were going for with that, but it looks cool. Rayquaza VMAX is another one of my absolute favorites from the set. I feel like I'm saying that for so many cards, but that's just how good this set is. The Duraludon VMAX I think looks super sick as well. Duraludon usually is a pretty boring looking Pokemon. They always make it just look like a building. It's kind of dumb, but in this one, it looks like it's actually doing something, and Raihan on top of it looks super cool. So this is a well done Duraludon card, I think. And then finally we have a cute Chansey, which we saw a while back. Okay, so obviously all of us agree that these character rares are super amazing, but one thing that we don't know is how many of these will actually make it over to Brilliant Stars, because we know that Brilliant Stars has a trainer gallery subset of 30 cards, and there's about 30 character super rares, so I was thinking maybe it could be that we get the character super rares in the trainer subset, and then the normal character rares are just going to be part of the regular set, but that's probably not how they're going to do it. Knowing the Pokemon Company, they're not going to put it all into one set, so the most likely possibility is that they'll put like 30 or so in Brilliant Stars, and then the other 70 they're going to split into other sets. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that the next set, I think it's Starbirth, is going to have a bunch of character cards as well, and you would assume that they're talking about these ones and not more character rares that they're going to make. So I think we're going to get 30 of these in Brilliant Stars, and then the next 70 are going to be split into our holiday set, well, the next set, and the set after that as well. So the next two sets are going to have the other 70. So they're going to have about 30 each, roughly. That would be my guess. I'm obviously not 100% sure, but that's probably what they'll end up doing. Okay, so as for the trainer cards, I mean, they're pretty nice looking. There's nothing too amazing. Just, your regular good looking trainer cards. All pretty decent. Obviously, the one standout is Galar Friends. I mean, this card is beautiful. It's got, obviously, a bunch of trainers on it, including Marnie. So, this card's going to do really, really well. But at the same time, there is one maybe slightly worrying thing that this makes me think of, and that's the fact that if you actually remember Alolan Friends, that was available in a special Japanese exclusive box called the Master Battle Set, along with like a Pikachu and a bunch of other stuff, and that was a Japanese exclusive in a Japanese exclusive box, and then it never came over to English. Now this is a Japanese card that's in the regular set, so I hope that means we'll get it in English, but it also might mean that we get it in like an exclusive English box. I know that sounds a bit weird, but it is possible. I mean, like it could be like a promo card. It's kind of what I'm trying to get at. And the problem with it being a promo card is, it could potentially be an ultra premium collection box situation where if they do like a special high-end box, like they did with Japan for the Alolan Friends, then we might see this card be quite difficult to get your hands on in English, but hopefully it just comes over regularly in a set or as a common promo, hopefully. Okay, as for the golden ultra rares, look, I'm going to be completely honest. Yeah, it's kind of cool to have a gold Pikachu, but I'm not really a huge fan of these cards. I much prefer like the colored, beautiful, like, character rare artworks and stuff. But that's just me, and who cares? Okay, but let's talk about the title. Why shouldn't you buy VMAX Climax? Well, I think it's pretty clear that this set is amazing. I think it's pretty easily the best set of the year, and probably one of the best modern sets ever. But along with that comes an incredibly overhyped release time surge of everyone and their mother wanting to buy cases of this set and hoard every single one of those amazing character cards. And understandably so. But this set already has a pretty healthy amount of allocation where you can still get boxes for quite close to retail. But in a frenzy to get it early, I see a lot of people are spending like up to $200 on a booster box and hundreds of dollars on character cards already. I mean, I feel like this is the case with every new set where on release, because of the hype, everything is overpriced, but it's especially important to be patient and vigilant when the set is as hyped as VMAX Climax. Because if the previous holiday set Shiny Star V is anything to go by, and I think it definitely is, then there will be plenty of VMAX Climax available for literally months if not years to come. And there's already heaps of news coming out of Japan that this set has a good amount of stock available, so don't panic. There's also going to be plenty of reprints, so even if you don't get a chance straight away, be patient, you'll get your hands on some soon. Trust me, this is a beautiful set that the Pokemon Company wants people to enjoy. They don't want it to be a limited set. So hang in there, fight through the FOMO, because we'll get lots of time to collect and play with this set. But for now, don't buy VMAX Climax just yet, unless you can obviously get it for close to retail. I just don't want you guys to waste your money. I know I've been a bit absent from socials and YouTube. I mean, for a couple months, I was just grinding out videos every single day because there was just so much new stuff to cover all the time. I had content for videos daily in the lead up to celebrations. But then once celebrations kind of came and went, it was mostly just like 1 or 2 new cards every couple days leaking for VMAX Climax and Brilliant Stars, I guess. And I was just like, okay, let me chill out for a bit until the whole set is revealed, and then I'll slowly come back. And to be honest, YouTube's been kind of boring recently, so I thought I'd come back and spice things up a little, But I've missed you guys, and I miss making videos, so we back. For good this time. I've already got a video ready for tomorrow, and there's heaps of stuff I have ready to open. But until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.